Ever feel like voiceover is just one endless grind? Good news, it is. But that's not a bad thing because voiceover is a lot like a video game. If you treat it that way, you'll have more fun, level up faster, and actually win. So who the hell am I? I'm Jesse Carroll. I've done over 2,000 voiceover commercials, narrated for History and Hulu Channel, built $1 million voiceover business, and I just got nominated for a Sovas Award. And also, not bragging, but kind of bragging, I just did a spot with Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. I can't really talk about it yet, what it's for, but that was pretty cool. I'm also the founder of VoiceOver School, where we help people go from zero to booking, transition to full-time, and even win awards. And if you want to level up your voiceover game, hit the subscribe button. So, video games and voiceover. Why is it like a video game? Let's get into it. Every game starts with character creation. And if you've ever played Mario Kart, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You pick your character, each with their own strengths, quirks, and style. Voiceover is the same way. Because when you're getting started, you have no idea what genre you're going to get into. You're just kind of going with what feels right. In the beginning, are you like the Mario VO? Balanced, adaptable, can do a bit of everything? Are you like Luigi, the underdog? A little quirky, but always in the mix. Are you Toad, fast, energetic, maybe a little high-pitched, maybe a little high-strung, but always surprising people? Are you Bowser, big, bold, powerful? Maybe you've got like that deep villain voice? Or are you like Princess Peach, smooth, elegant, but don't underestimate her because she wins races. Or maybe you're like Donkey Kong, strong, unique, maybe a little rough around the edges, but unstoppable when you get going. Did any of this make sense? Basically, when you get going in voiceover in the very beginning, you know, you're picking your unique video game character for voiceover. Are you gonna get into commercials? Are you gonna get into corporates? Do you wanna do video games, animation? Are you somebody that hits it hard? Do you take your time? Are you slow to start and you're prepared to play the long game? Whatever it is in the beginning, you don't have to stay that way. Pick whatever kind of character suits you best in the beginning of voiceover, whether you're a strong starter, you're a sprinter, you're a marathoner, whatever it is, pick that in the beginning and then adjust along the way. You can switch characters just like Mario Kart. If going at a super fast speed is burning you out, switch to somebody who wins the race in the long run. You can always adjust. The point is, just pick a build and start racing. Now let's talk about the grind and how it relates to XP, experience, repetition, and leveling up. You see, every video game has a grind. In VO, it's auditions. You do the same thing over and over. And at first, you're getting your ass kicked by the tutorial boss. You get rejected, you finish last, but every audition is XP. It's experience. Every no is a lesson. The more you grind, the more you level up. It's not about time, it's about how many auditions you do. Let's say 100 auditions equals you've unlocked mild confidence level. 500 auditions, you've unlocked I don't care about rejection. 1,000 auditions equals you unlock I can do this in my sleep mode. You don't start out winning Rainbow Road, Mario Kart reference. You start on the easy tracks. You get your butt kicked and you keep going until you're drifting through corners like a pro. Just like, way too many Mario Kart references. But you get the picture. Now let's talk about boss battles, rejection, ghosting, and losing jobs. Every game has boss battles. In VO, it's the big auditions, the live directed sessions, the jobs you thought you booked, but lost at the last second. That sucks, but it happens. Sometimes someone throws a turtle shell at you and you get wiped out. Mario Kart reference again. Sometimes you lose your loot. Sometimes you get hit with the blue shell right before the finish line. Get up there. I can't stop making the Mario Kart references. I'm gonna say Mario Kart, that's how we say it in Canada. Look, boss battles I've had, I've been fired from dream jobs, I've lost gigs over money, over timing, over things I couldn't control. That's just the game. You don't rage quit, you respawn and you go again. And just like in Mario Kart, sometimes you're about to win the race and someone throws a blue shell at you. Did I just say that? You can't control it, you just have to laugh, respawn, and keep driving or keep VOing, keep auditioning. In video games, there's power-ups. In every game, you find power-ups, items, skills, or allies that make you stronger. In VO, your power-ups are coaching, community, and feedback. Coaching gives you new skills and shortcuts. It's like grabbing a golden mushroom. Community gives you support, tips, and sometimes a party to run with. Think of it as your Mario Kart crew. Feedback helps you spot your blind spots and get better faster. It's like finally learning how to drift and never looking back. Remember that? Remember that? Those of you who play Mario Kart, hit me in the comments. Learning how to drift. If you're trying to to go solo the whole game, you're making it way harder than it needs to be. There are people out there in voiceover that know more than you. Get around them, get coaching from them, figure out what their secrets are, level up. Now let's talk about side quests. Side quests in games are where you pick up new skills, earn extra gold, and unlock new areas. In voiceover, side quests are things like learning to edit, building a website, networking. Networking, it's rough. In-person networking, walking up to people you don't know. Hey, how's it going? I'm Jesse. What's your name? Or trying new genres. The point is, don't just grind the main quest. Explore, try new things, try e-learning, commercials, video games, medical reads. The more skills you have, the more opportunities you unlock. And sometimes the side quest ends up being more fun and more profitable than the main story. And sometimes it's not more profitable, just more fun. But the point is, side quests, you gotta go on them in voiceover. Now let's talk about the boss fight mindset. In games, you don't expect to beat the boss on the first try. Maybe you do. I never did. It's hard. Have you ever played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? If you haven't, you're in for a treat. Check it out. You expect to die. You expect to get punched out. You learn, and then you try again. In VO, you need the very same mindset. Every no is just a failed boss attempt. You learn, you adapt, you come back stronger. The only way to lose in VO is to quit. You get hit, you respawn, you try a new strategy. In VO, you get rejected, you tweak your read, and you try again. It's just like a video game. If you get knocked out by Mike Tyson, you get back up, learn his moves, go at it again. And the best part, when you stick with it, you unlock the end game. Freedom, fun, and flexibility. You get to work from anywhere. You want to go to Italy, Amalfi, you can take a home studio with you, like a portable one, and record from there. You set your own hours, and you build a career on your terms. You get to play the game your way. And just like in an open world game, you can choose your path. Want to be the commercial king? Go for it. You want to be the animation wizard? Grind those skills. You want to be a jack of all trades? The world is wide open. You just gotta level up and get the skills. Now let's talk about cheat codes and hidden secrets. Every game has cheat codes and hidden secrets. In VO, your cheat codes are batching auditions. What I like to do a bunch of auditions at once. Do a bunch of auditions at once. I do like 20 at a time sometimes. Then you take a break. Track your progress. Keep a spreadsheet of your auditions, your bookings, your booking ratio. You keep a spreadsheet and track your numbers. Watch your XP go up. That is one of the biggest hacks you can do. Journaling. Write down what's working, what's not, and what you're learning, and who from. Who do you want to learn from? Community. Huge, huge cheat code. Find your crew, share tips, celebrate wins, and help each other out. And here's the secret. The real end game is helping others level up, sending the elevator back down. When you teach, you learn twice. That's why I started. It's endlessly fulfilling, helping people and sending the elevator back down, but it gives you a sense of pride that I never knew before. When you see people crush it and sometimes do better than you, there's nothing better. Now, here's a bonus level. Don't broadcast your goals to everyone. In games, you don't tell the boss your strategy. You just show up and win. In VO, keep your plans close, share your results, and let your work speak for itself. But always share your goals with your accountability partners, your community, your tribe. They'll keep you honest, push you to grind, and celebrate your wins. You want to cut out the distractions and the people who don't get it. Focus on your quest. Be ruthless about anything that takes you away from your goals, at least until you hit the next level. And speaking of the next level, if you want to level up your voiceover career, join a real guild. See what I did there? That's what we do in VoiceOver School. We teach you the business, the performance, and the mindset. We're your party, your power-ups, your cheat code. So, if you want to join us in VoiceOver School and skip levels and get the cheat code, check the links below. And drop a comment. I want to know. I'm not stopping with the Mario Kart references. Which character are you in your voiceover journey? I want to know. What's your biggest boss battle right now? What's your favorite video game analogy for voiceover? Is it better than mine? Because all I got is Mario Kart. I dropped a couple. I had Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I think it dropped kind of sort of a D&D reference at the end. Anyway, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. This has been a slightly weird one, but I had a hell of a lot of fun making it, so I don't care. And above all, don't quit. Don't wait for perfect. Just start. And remember, keep grinding. We'll see you in the next one. What the F? Let's try that again. And if you've ever played Mario Kart, Mario, in America, I think it's Mario, right? Maybe you're on too much Adderall. Or is that just me?